I play tennis, and it occurred to me that at the beginning of every match, the first words said are "love all first serve." And then I thought, when was the actual first serve of tennis, and how has it evolved to what it is today? So with that note, I present to you the origin of tennis. Tennis originated in the 12th century in France. It was referred to as jeu de paume, which means game of palm. They used the palm of their hand to hit the ball over the net instead of rackets, which we use today. Rackets did not develop back then. Also, jeu de paume was mainly played by European monks for their own entertainment and the viewers' entertainment. And since they had to hit the ball with the palm of their hand, considering that it would probably hurt them, give them bruises, and make their hands sore, they introduced gloves into the game for protection from injuries. Then, jeu de paume eventually was converted into royal tennis, or real tennis, by King Henry VIII, as he adopted it because of his passion for tennis. And also, as a function of his passion, he created the first official tennis court that is, in 1530. Royal tennis is very different from jeu de paume because instead of using the palm of their hand, they actually used rackets, thanks to the production of the first racket in 1583 in Italy. Royal tennis then was modified into lawn tennis. Lawn tennis is the era where tennis started to reflect how it is played today. In royal tennis, they used a hourglass-shaped court, and if you don't know what that is, it's kind of like this on the top and like that on, no, this on the top and like this on the bottom. And then they modified it into a rectangular shaped court, which we use today. They also implemented deuce, which is 40 all. In a tennis game, they go from 15 to 30 to 40, and deuce is just when it's tied at 40 all. And then they also added advantage, which is where if you're tied at 40 all, you have to win 2 consecutive points to finish off the game. So if you're at 40 all, then you go to, and if you win the point, then you go to add in, and then you have to win another point after that. But if you're at add in and you lose the next point, then you go back to deuce. Since we're talking about the origin and history of tennis, I think it's only right to mention the names of the people who started us off. So the first U.S. tournament was played in 1874, and Spencer Gore was the first world tennis champion in 1877. Then after that, Dick Sears won the first U.S. Open, and later Lottie Dodd won her first Wimbledon title in 1887. For more tennis progression, there only needs to be more modifications and introductions. So, the Australian Open was introduced in 1905, and the Australian Open is still alive today. And Roland Garros sponsored the French Open in 1928, and Roland Garros is a watch company, I believe, and they still sponsor the French Open to this day. And, before that, in 1880, the overhead smash was introduced. Before, the players used to hit the ball in an underhand motion, just kind of like tossing a baseball. Now they throw the ball up and slam it. In 1930, they modified the racket. Before, they used ash wood, but now, well, not now, but before, once they modified it, they used laminated wood. So you can see there's a glare on here. That's due to either the plastic wrapping that they put around the wood or the stain that they put. Laminating the wood provided more durability and stability for the racket. In 1967, they modified the racket again into a metal racket. That added more durability and stability also, but it also allowed you to put more force into the ball and more accuracy. Tennis has evolved a lot from judo palme, where they hit the ball with the palm, to what it is now today on a rectangular court and with the metal racket. Spencer Gore really started us off very well. Now we have Roger Federer with the one-handed backhand, and Rafael Nadal, the crafty left-hander, and Serena Williams, the women powerhouse. Now when you think about tennis or reflect upon it or even watch it, and you hear love all first serve, you know the origin came from and how it evolved to what it is today. So whether you're talking about the origin of tennis or the match in particular, there will always be love all first serve to start us off.